Oh, my goodness.
Right, we've got a very, very exciting bout coming up for you guys right now at 170
Oh, here
pounds.
we go.
Super Shayaan Khokhar versus Phil Kratz. Rogue Combat Club versus Elevate MMA.
This fighter also brings in
Oh, I'm excited for this
a
one here.
record of 2 and 3, standing 6 foot 2 inches tall. Fighting out of a Rogue Combat Club, please welcome Phil Kratz.
Phil Kratz of Rogue Combat Club.
His opponent.
Can't wait to see his volume tonight. He's amped up.
Standing 6 foot tall, bringing a record of 2 and 2 out of Elevate MMA. Please welcome Shayaan Khokhar.
Okay. Ha, ha. You don't really know what you can do until you backed up in the corner. Everybody say they real till you need them real, but ain't nobody coming for ya. And for that reason, man, I'm so low grinding and so low shining on my shit and dropping hits in that drama. I never minded, man, I'm so low grinding and so low shining, going hard on my opponent, man. These niggas throw the You don't really know what you can do until you backed up in the corner. Everybody say they real till you need them real, but ain't nobody coming for ya. Yeah, life's a bitch, I ain't laughing. Shit be stinging like yellow jackets. Trying to tell you, keep a ratchet. Caught slipping your toes, they tagging. Real is fake, fake is real. This shit is real.
Oh, look at him starting to look like an adult man fighter here.
Almost. We've both known Shayaan for quite a long time. You a lot longer.
We call it fight puberty. Like sometimes it clicks and fighters just fill out overnight, and you go, oh, you got to change a weight class. You know, he's staying at 70. It seems to be a good fit for him with his height and his reach. He's filling out well into it.
And it looks like these two guys will touch gloves.
And here we go. Both coming out in the orthodox.
And Phil,
right away from Phil.
Looking a lot longer than I even foresaw in my matchup.
Shayaan sticking that jab out. Great jab over that teep.
Elevate MMA has been revitalizing their boxing program
Great
as
jab.
of late with Coach Matt Jenkins. It's contributed a lot to some of the stuff they've been working on.
Of the UNC Boxing Club, is that right?
Of course.
Oh, there we go. Great feints from Shayaan. Great head movement.
Shayaan, of course, one of those guys who just has good movement, movement beyond what his record would indicate for you when you prepare for him. And he's been traditionally known as a volume fighter.
Shayaan walked into that right hand.
He's able to block that high kick, though, which I thought was very
Shayaan, when Shayaan comes in, he needs to close that guard up on the way in. Phil's guard is a little bit tighter. Shayaan's floating outside. Phil pulls back on that one. Great kick from Shayaan. Great kick.
Big kick there from Phil.
They're throwing out some hard measuring shots. They're getting started out pretty rough right here. I'm liking it.
Both of these guys love that low calf kick, too.
Yeah. Great filling out round.
Switch stance there from Shayaan. He's switching back now.
Shayaan needs to keep that head up from those body kicks. He has to be careful when he's stepping out like that. Great switch stance again.
Yeah, the constant stance switching from Shayaan has been a huge plus for him in this round so far. It's kept Phil guessing.
He has to use that jab a bit more. You can't walk away from that jab when you start switching. See, there we go. He's starting to jam up that jab. He came in hard. This is where Shayaan gets caught up sometimes, when he gets away from that jab. Ooh, they're both walking into hard shots from each other now. Great knee from both. Woo! The head kick from Phil.
Coming on strong now. Sensing
Hard leg
the momentum
kicks.
is in his favor.
Shayaan needs to stick to finding that range. He can't let Phil get comfortable.
Shayaan
Good head movement from Shayaan.
going back to the head movement.
Ooh,
Hard body kick.
Great.
Dump.
oh. They can't do clean catch and dumps. This is modified rules.
Shayaan is the only guy I know that will just get fouled and just smile at you.
Oh yeah,
Just go
but
like-
no, I mean Shayaan, he's a game dude. He knows he didn't mean to. It's a habit, you know. Phil, they
Yeah.
drill a lot of dumps and sweeps, you know. They do a lot more of the Glory and K1 rule stylings around here. But man, what a round to start off.
What a round, buddy.
That was a hard feeling out process from both. That was great.
And it's going to be very interesting to see what those two fighters gleaned from that first round and what they take into the second round. because-
Shayaan has to get back to that jab. That jab was working great. When he started to get away from it, he was losing range, and that's when Phil was starting to eke back in.
Coach Johnny Buck and Coach Cody Malte finding themselves in opposite corners once again. A little rivalry starting to develop between these two gyms in MMA and in
Oh yeah,
kickboxing.
they did compete against each other the last grappling invitational here, I believe, correct?
We had Roland and Roland taking on JJ
That's
as
right.
well.
Yeah, one of the Muay Thai coaches there. But this is a great matchup between fighters right now.
Larry Carter got something to say about that last round. Not really
He was
sure.
getting on about the catch and the dump.
Ah,
you know.
okay.
So what you can do, you can catch, strike, release, all that kind of stuff. Are they bringing in the doctor? No, they're signaling he's okay. Or are they going to neutral corners? I missed something. Oh, getting them started from neutral corners. There we go.
All right.
Phil
Kratz
starting back
going-
out with that long leg. Phil keeping that space now, staying more active with his footwork as well. Ooh, hard, heavy head kick. Glances.
Shayaan began to reintroduce the jab when he got caught with that. Let's see if he goes away from that.
Ooh, heavy leg kick from Phil. Phil needs to keep that chin down if he's staying in front. There, Shayaan needs to get that head up away from the body kicks.
Still a lot of respect. shown
Ooh,
from these two
good
guys.
leg kick from Shayaan.
Nice check.
Great
there on
check
the
from
second one.
Shayaan. Great offense, defense.
The head
Switch
movement
stance
is
again. Ooh, good.
Big
Hook.
strike.
Ooh. Phil getting fancy.
Big explosive kick there from Phil Kratz. Let's hope he can keep that up.
Phil's starting to find some home for those higher body kicks.
Yeah, those legs
Ooh,
of his
great
are
low
long.
kick. Great return low kick from Shayaan.
And you know, the thing about Phil is not only is
Ooh.
his legs long, they're super fast. His
Oh,
technique
yes.
is so clean on these high kicks.
He kicks right up and in. Yeah. Ooh, great return high kick from Shayaan. Shayaan's still switching stances. He needs to pick a stance and work from it more. You can't switch stance that much. Ooh, great jab, man. Just keep sticking to that jab.
Yeah, that jab's doing wonders for
Yeah.
Super Shayaan.
Phil with the great outside low kicks again. 30 seconds left in this round.
Front kick barely glances off the arms
It
again.
looks like Phil took a bit more control of this round, landed the more meaningful shots. Ooh, Shayaan back with the jab. Good return body kick from Shayaan.
Shayaan needs to do some work in this last 10 seconds, in my opinion.
Great back and forth round
Great
that
back and
time,
forth.
yeah.
Hard round to judge, too.
That was a hard. You know what? I might give a slight favor
That'll
to
bring
Phil
round number
just
2
from
to an
pressure.
end.
Like
What
I
do
was
you
talking
think
about.
was the first round and the
left.
second round?
All right, we got a wristband
I
check,
feel like
wristband check.
the first
green
round was a bit closer.
wristband
The
will
second
get you
round was a bit more clear cut.
front row seat
And to me, it was
or
just that
a seat in the
Cheyenne was
VIP
switching
section
stances a little too much. So he was
behind
allowing
the,
Phil to find some
yellow
ground
tape
for those
back here
leg
with the
kicks
round
and
table.
controlling the
Green
ring
wristband gets you a
overall.
VIP
They both landed
table
fairly
or
similar,
front
even
row
shots
seat.
with their hands. But it looks like
Then
Phil
there'll
took
be
some
general
control
admission
with kicks
where
and
you
ring
sit
control that
behind the
second
front
round.
row for 4 rows back, and then
That first round was a great back and forth. I could see that Cheyenne could walk away with that first round possibly. I could say that they're even. That really could have gone either way.
Definitely.
When I'm not judging fights and just having fun, it's hard to
is
keep
very
track.
hard
Yeah.
to
Third
tell.
and final
When I'm
round
judging,
underway.
it's a
These
different thing you're
kickboxers
looking for this.
fight
I'm just looking for who's having the most
3 2-minute
fun.
rounds.
Last
3 2-minute
round of a very, very close bout between these two amateur KBs. And
Here we go,
Shayaan
cheer your boxer on,
Khokhar.
kickboxers. Third and final
Faster
round.
round, ready
Let's
to
get it
go.
on.
Phil Kratz is stoic.
Cheyenne with that jab right away with the overhand now. Body kick. Phil Kratz returning hard. Let's see if they're going to dump it out right now. Ooh,
He hit
Shayaan
Shayaan
eating
big.
some hard shots.
Shayaan got hit big right there.
Ooh,
but he's
great
firing
knee.
back with
Great knees. Great low kick from Phil.
Shayaan cannot get
They-
impatient after that big shot.
They're fighting like they feel that they're one apiece right now. That's how these guys are starting to feel it out. Great step out slip. Good body kick, good cross from Kratz. There's that jab again from Shayaan, man.
Shayaan still moving very well for the third round late. That was a big problem for him in some of his previous fights. He kind of slowed down on the movement.
Well, he needs to pick a base when you see great overhand again. Like Shayaan is doing great from southpaw. He needs to stay in southpaw right now. Phil's having issues with Shayaan from southpaw. When Shayaan's orthodox, Phil is finding his shots. Phil's getting hit from southpaw.
Big shots there from Shayaan on the way in of the clinch for Phil Kratz. I feel like Phil is kind of scrambling here now.
He is. Shayaan started back with that jab again this round.
Ooh!
Heavy kick from Phil. Heavy follow-up.
A lot of it was blocked, but it still seemed to slow
Yeah.
down Shayaan. Another big kick from Phil Kratz.
Phil going high with these kicks. Phil is looking for a finish. Shayaan keeping that jab out. He needs to stay southpaw.
Shayaan's firing back. He's doing great from the southpaw position so
They're
far.
both trying to fight in the middle. Breaking up the clinch is Larry Carter. Very limited modified clinch here. Great right hands from both.
Another jab there from Shayaan.
Ooh, we're exchanging low kicks and crosses. Ooh, hook
Another
from
big
Shayaan on
exchange
Phil.
there.
Ooh,
lands a
clean
good shot.
counter. Clean counter from
They're
Phil.
slugging it in the last 10.
Ooh. Great round from both fighters once again. Whole bunch of chaos in that fight.
Go to the judges.
A great fight. A very, 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 very close
Decision will
fight,
be in
too.
shortly.
Honestly, very relieved that
So-
I'm not one of the judges
Exactly,
here
yeah, and you know what? You got to look at that. Shayaan did a great job with those jabs in that third round. However, this is a kickboxing match. You know, when you're still putting out volume and landing kicks, even if they're blocking like that, you know, Shayaan's blocking on the body and stuff like that. They're not clean checks. It's still knocking him around a little bit. So, yeah, man, it's a tough call for the judges right now in this fight.
Very, very, very tough call. I could not agree more. Elevate MMA, Rogue Combat Club, two gyms that are traditionally known for being grappling hubs in their respective regions, coming together and putting on an amazing striking showcase with two of their best students.
Yeah, absolutely. Great showing for both gyms.
But who will it be? Will it be Phil Kratz fighting out of Rogue Combat Club as the red corner, giving love to all the people who came to support him, or will it be Shayaan?
Shayaan had some great counters. Phil had some great offense. You know, it was a great back and forth fight. They both showed moments of ring control. They both showed moments of controlling the cage.
And I would
Excuse
say
me, the ring.
That counter-based style is Shayaan's game. It's not something that worked for him.
That's
in this
why
matchup.
he has to use that jab a bit more offensively.
I agree.
Like he needs to. His biggest thing is that he just kept switching stances.
His biggest punches of the fight were from that jab when he really
and then,
established that base.
And then he would go to southpaw and he'd find his best counters. If he had committed a bit more southpaw, I feel like he could have pulled ahead consistently throughout that fight. He kept going back to orthodox for that jab, which is fine. But if you're orthodox and you're Shayaan, stick that jab out there. From southpaw, he was doing great countering Phil. Phil did a good job of marching down.
We have a split decision.
Ooh, here we go.
Another split. Shayaan is the
With
split
your winner
king.
out of the red corner.
There we go. Like I said, like Shayaan did a great job with jabs, but Phil over the fight landed the harder shots. And for kickboxing, they're going to count that more. Like that was an even fight. I can absolutely agree with it going either way.
Yeah,
but when you're
certainly.
looking at damage, Phil landed the harder shots.
No one's getting robbed in a decision like that.
No one at all. Certainly not the fans. Great fight from both teams. It really was. I'm impressed with Shayaan. Great jab. Great work. He's constantly improving, and so is Phil. And it's supposed to be a split decision. Like, that's how fights like that go.
Absolutely.
Victorious Phil Kratz.